Hey guys, Madhu Koga here. I wanted to confirm the news before I made this video, but now it seems to me that unfortunately it is true that Laoshu Moses McCormick has passed away. Um, I believe it was the 4th of March, around 2 days ago. Um, and yeah, it just kind of caught me by surprise. I didn't believe it at first. I didn't want to believe it. But but yeah, it seems like that's the case. Um, it just feels really surreal, and I'm still kind of processing it. But I just kind of wanted to make this video, to kind of let y'all know what he meant to me. I know I've talked about him before, um, but it's just really something. It kind of events like these make you just kind of step back and kind of um, get a better appreciation of life, and not get caught up in the small stuff. But at any rate, yeah, he was definitely a huge influence on me. I mean, I've been interested in language learning since I was 13, but he kind of gave me a little extra push, I guess. I When I found out about him, it was 2013, I believe, and the first video I saw of him was him speaking the Nebizad, Navajo, and so I started looking at his other videos, and it just kind of, you know, I mean, I guess even before then, there was a period where I kind of wanted to, follow his example in the sense where just learning as much languages as I can. Um, but even then, at first, it wasn't that like it wasn't that serious. I was mostly focused on a few. You know, and then I was starting to focus on um, like around that time before, like right before I um, discovered him. I pretty much had a set of maybe four or five, six languages that I just kind of wanted to focus on, I guess. But seeing his Navajo video and then the rest of his whole channel, it just really was a kind of a revelation to me, um, that just kind of made me want to push the boundaries as far as my own language learning. Um, and even though I kind of backed down a bit on that recently, but still, nonetheless, he's definitely one of the people. Like his example is one that drives me. Like whenever I kind of feel like low motivation about language learning, I watch some of his videos, and it comes right back. So, he was just. I mean, him and Tim Donor were probably my two biggest influences when it comes to language learning. And I never met him in person, Moses McCormick, but I talked to him on Facebook um, for a while, and obviously he's his channel blew up, and he got really busy. He had a lot of stuff going on in his life, so we weren't really talking as much, um, in the past year or so. So, but I always wanted to meet him in person. I always had these kind of dreams of going out with him, whether and I guess now would have been Arizona, just kind of going out with him and kind of doing like a tag team level up thing. I really definitely wanted to meet him in person. Um, you know, we're we I had I had some ideas I wanted to um, bounce on him, but yeah, it's just unfortunately that won't be able to happen now. Um, yeah, sorry. It's just kind of I'm not even sure. It's hard for me to collect my thoughts because, like I said, I'm still kind of reeling from this. But his videos will last forever. That's for sure. And he'll still, even in his death, he will still continue to inspire language learners across the world. And another thing is one thing he did was he kind of helped take away some of the stigma for certain languages, because traditionally, in these polyglot communities are focused on mostly European languages. He definitely was all in on Asia. you know he had some African languages in there, and Navajo. So he kind of just, like, he didn't have any boundaries in that sense. Like, he wasn't closed to learning any language. So it was very sincere in that regard, and kind of helped me get over the stigma of learning some languages that aren't as mainstream, for lack of a better term. um, and yeah, and he just doing it with total confidence, and just complete confidence, self confidence. um, yeah, and just kind of always showing that just keep pushing your boundaries, on and not giving up and getting discouraged. He seemed to always have that drive, and yeah, I can only dream to be as good as, like, I'll be happy if I was just the half of who he was as far as language learning. So yeah, I guess there's not much else to say. I just kind of wanted to show my respects to him, pay my respects, and condolences to his family, to Ya as well. Um, and yeah, there's not much more I can say right now, but I'm just still kind of processing all this, and you know, um, I'm not sure when I'll be able to do my next video, because also I just moved um, to a new city, so I got that going on too. So um, you know, I'll try to upload something in the near future, hopefully. All right, guys. Um, this has been Madu Koga, just sharing my thoughts on a friend. All right.